Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the channel, Shelly's Millions. Tonight, I'm actually filming on location. I'm on my way to Yosemite in kind of a random trip with another YouTuber, but I don't know if I can share his information. But anyway, my first time like really meeting a kind of big YouTuber really in person, so it's kind of cool. I'm wearing a Mr. Beast shirt. It's not Mr. Beast, but anyway. Let me think here. So right now we're in Mammoth and I'm trying to convince myself to go to the pool because it's really hot. I guess in Mammoth they don't have um air conditioning because it's normally so cold here, but the guy at the front desk told us it's getting hotter each year because of climate change. And speaking of climate change, I know a lot of viewers were asking me like what's the cheapest EV to buy in California, well, or any state, to qualify for those electric vehicle rebates. And I did look into that yesterday, and that's going to be the Nissan Leaf. After the rebate with taxes and everything, that car is still going to run you around $24,000. And for those of you watching the channel, you guys know that I'm going to recommend financing that vehicle through a credit union because they have the lowest rates around. I see there's 4 of you in here, so please make sure to like the video. Let me know what you guys want to talk about. If you guys have any questions for me. I also want to talk about the student loan debt forgiveness tonight, if anybody's interested in that. I was actually reading that there might be a way to get money back if you've already paid into it. So I definitely want to look into that and find the source on that. So I'll probably do that tonight and share that information with you guys on screen. Of course, I know a lot of you watching the channel are wondering when we're going to get that stimulus. Hi, Debbie. Mammoth. How did I get there? I drove. Let's just talk because there's not a whole lot of you in there. Yeah, and I've lived in California my whole life. And I don't think I've ever been to Mammoth before. So, I follow a lot of YouTubers on Instagram, and someone was like, "Is anybody live in Los Angeles and they have a car?" And I said, "I do," but I didn't know like what I was signing up for. And then they were like, "I'm looking for a ride tomorrow." That's today. This was yesterday when I decided like on the spot that I would do this to go up to Yosemite. And I was like, yeah, I'm not working. They're paying for the gas, the food, the hotel, which PS, like I'm sitting in front of like this fake fireplace. There's a little balcony. You guys know I'm all about the deal. So I used, it's called Hotels Tonight to actually find the hotel that we're staying at. And so I'm taking somebody here to film a video for their channel. And it's just cool. Like, it's cool. You guys know that I'm kind of struggling with figuring out if I want to do YouTube full time. And I really need to put out some videos. And you guys know I even have some videos filmed. And I'm struggling with the motivation. I'm not sure if I'm scared to really commit to doing YouTube full time. I don't exactly know what's holding me back because I'm not working right now. So we know that really I have plenty of time. And I am still looking for other jobs right now, so I haven't stopped my job search or anything like that, but I've had time to make videos and I haven't done it. So I thought that maybe hanging out with somebody who has like the frame of mindset and they're very dedicated in the way that they make videos and the way they plan out their videos would be beneficial to me. So even though I'm just dropping them off in Yosemite and then I'm coming back to LA by myself tomorrow, or at least I think that's my plan. But plans can change. Hi, King. I did add you on Instagram, but I don't know if you added me back, but I did get your message and I did add you. So yeah, and I haven't been to sorry, we're just babbling, but if you guys have questions about inflation, the recession, stimulus, jobs, student debt, the cheapest EV, refinancing your auto loans, any of the finance stuff that I really like to talk about, I'm happy to switch gears. But for now, I'm just going to keep talking about like how I wound up on this impromptu road trip to Yosemite. So it's getting dark, and I guess I didn't realize this. We both thought, oh, it's going to be 5.5 hours from Los Angeles to Yosemite, but apparently, like that's just to the entrance, which isn't where we need to go. So we're actually going to drive to Yosemite and then enter, and then I guess it's about like another 2.5 hours to the good stuff. And I went on a school field trip to Yosemite when I was like 12, but and it was winter when I went. So I did a lot of like ice skating. I think I ice skated every day when I went to Yosemite when I was 12. So this time around, I love water and waterfalls. If you guys don't know that about me, I love being near the water. My sign, my zodiac sign, I don't know how much I believe in this, is a Cancer. Excuse me. And so I think we just love the crab, you know? So I think by nature it's a water sign. So I think by nature I love swimming. Hi Ben. Yeah. Oh, this is enough. So I want to do a waterfall hike. And then of course, I'm like kind of an idiot though because I'm wearing all black, and so here I am. I'm wearing black jeans and like it's not a long sleeve t-shirt, but a t-shirt, and I'm definitely going to hike to whatever the shortest, easiest waterfall is in Yosemite before I come back tomorrow. So, but yeah, the gas and even though I'm coming back by myself, like they're paying for my gas on the way back too, and it's just been really good company. Okay, Ben says, this heat is killing me. Yeah. In order for me to deal with it, I've been in my car a lot with the engine on just so I can enjoy the air conditioning. Yeah, and I actually asked my mom if she wanted to come. First of all, I asked my mom if she wanted to stay the weekend with me to get out of the heat. Plus, like, if she would have said yes, which she didn't, that would have taken one more person off the power grid. So instead of two households, like she doesn't have air conditioning, but she has like multiple fans, like one in her bedroom, one in the living room, you know, and just running like lights and electricity at her house. We could have saved some of the strain on the power grid system by having her stay with me. And then I also asked her if she wanted to come along for the drive. Mom, you're probably listening. I don't know. But like you wouldn't have been a burden. I'm not really, I mean, I'm going to do one small hike tomorrow, probably, unless it's crazy, crazy hot, and then maybe not. But like Yosemite is really beautiful just to drive around, aka sit our big butts in the car in the air conditioning and just drive around and look at things. So you wouldn't have been an inconvenience to come on the trip at all. Like when I asked you, that was genuine. Like, I don't know if my mom has ever been to Yosemite in her life. We used to live in Central California, in Merced, California. I hated it there. I may have cried every day and been like a little brat. And then that's when we kind of moved back and lived with my grandma. But I went on the school field trip to Yosemite when we were living in Merced. And I don't know if my mom's ever been to Yosemite. So I like, and I haven't been here since I was 12. So I thought that it would be nice for my mom to come with me and like just sit in the car. But she was like, no, I don't want to. And I don't know if maybe this drive, especially now that I'm finding out it's going to be closer to an 8-hour drive versus the 5.5 hours that I thought it was going to be, that might have been a little long, Mom, for you to be sitting in the car, but you definitely were welcome. But haha, now I'm in a cool little hotel, and like you could have stayed in the hotel. Like there's plenty of room. Anyway, all right. I'm sorry about the heat. We have that little Intex above ground swimming pool, and oh my God, I love it. It's the little heart symbol. P.S. I hear that like the millennial kids, they're doing the heart like that, maybe? I feel like that's not right. Oh no. What? Anyway, well, I don't mean to be making like crazy signs, but yeah, apparently that's how we can tell I'm older. Okay. I have a parent loan. I'm wondering if it is supposed to be, oh, sorry. Yes, Claude, I'm just going to call you Claude because I'm stumbling over your name. But yes. So the last I heard, and we can look up the most recent information on the student loan debt forgiveness in a second, but the last I heard it was supposed to include the parent loans that were taken out in terms of the student loan debt forgiveness program. And again, I was watching Under the Desk News on TikTok. Love their TikTok and their podcast on that. And what she said, and I trust her as a reliable source, is that dang it, wasn't Newsweek. Was it Newsweek? That basically, that even though it wasn't in writing yet, that she heard from a reliable news source that that was going to make it into the final form of the bill. So yeah, let me quit blathering on about the heat, especially because Debbie's popping out and I don't even have the little green guy to torture you with. So have a good night, Debbie. Yeah, don't worry about it. I appreciate your support and never apologize. Definitely being present with your friends and family is important. So, Claude Vernois. Oh, if I didn't say that right, please forgive me. Let's go ahead and we're going to Google this together. And we're going to figure out about that parent loan stuff. So give me 1 second. I'll share the screen with you as I dig into it. But I have heard that it, even though it might not be in writing yet, that it should, that's going to be included. Okay. So will parent loans be forgiven? Okay. Let's go with that one. Okay. Okay, this is from August 25th, which is 11 days ago. Parent Plus loan forgiveness, everything you need to know. I'm going to skim it a little bit. Oh, okay, here we go. It's right here in the first sentence. New. On August 24th, 2022, Joe Biden announced a sweeping federal student loan forgiveness order, which Parent Plus loans are included in. Student loan forgiveness programs aren't just for students. Depending on lender qualification requirements and borrower history, parent loan forgiveness is also possible. Many parents struggling to repay student loan debt can qualify for loan forgiveness. It needs to be a federal Parent Plus loan. And of course, it says may be eligible for forgiveness through an income contingent repayment plan or the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program, PSLF. There are also good options from parents that take out loans from private lenders. A Parent Plus loan or Direct Plus loan is a form of student aid. Once a student reaches federal student loan limits, parent borrowers will often take out a plus loan. A Parent Plus loan is an unsubsidized, I think I added an extra vowel. Anyway, federal direct loan. Because they are not subsidized loans, interest accrues while the student is in college. However, some parents borrow more than they can afford to repay. In 2013, the federal government removed annual and lifetime borrowing limits from Parent Plus loans, allowing parents to borrow the full amount of a college education. Since the government removed the limits, more parents defaulted on their Plus loans. So does Parent Plus loan forgiveness exist? Yes, but only in some circumstances. So let's see what those circumstances are. Nope, we don't want to do this. Okay. Are Parent Plus loans eligible for forgiveness? Options for parent loan forgiveness. If you're a parent borrower with a Direct Plus loan or a private loan and you're wondering, can Parent Plus loans be forgiven, consider these options. An income contingent repayment, which I think that they're changing, right? They are, at least for the rest of the loans. The income contingent repayments are going on your disposable income, meaning like after rent and utilities, and it's decreasing down from 10% to 5%. So hopefully the same thing is happening for these Parent Plus loans. Then it says public service loan forgiveness. Now, I believe that is if, I'm trying to highlight this second one here. The public service loan forgiveness, I believe that you can get your loan forgiven for the full amount if you are like a nurse or a first responder. I want to say maybe a teacher as well. So if you're in a field that traditionally helps the public, those loans might be eligible for complete forgiveness. Dang it, why is it so hard to highlight? Okay, temporary expanded public service loan forgiveness, federal agencies, military forgiveness programs, state student loan forgiveness, employer paid student loan assistance and refinancing, Parent Plus loan forgiveness, student through income contingent repayment. Parent Plus loans are not directly eligible for income driven repayment plans. However, a federal direct consolidation loan that includes Parent Plus loans may be eligible for the income contingent repayment, ICR. The borrower must have entered repayment on or after July 1st, 2006, per the regulations at this code. Parent Plus loan in the direct loan program or the federal family education loan program is eligible if it is included in a federal direct consolidation loan. So boy, clear as mud, right, guys? I think I might want to Google something else. So that's talking about the public service loans, other options for loan forgiveness. Several states offer student loan repayment assistance from borrowers who move to the state or specific cities or counties within the state. Parent loans, including the both Parent Plus and private parent loans, may be eligible. I'm at this part right here. So Parent Plus loans are also eligible for discharges, including death of the parent, but not the student, becomes totally and permanently disabled, bankruptcy discharge, though it says that's rare, closed school discharge, false certification discharge, identity theft discharge, unpaid refund discharge. Okay, so I think what I want to do is I want to Google something else. I want to try and find, okay, this one, see what this article, the very first thing, it says yes. Yes, parent loans are eligible for debt forgiveness. We answer common questions from verified readers about how Biden administration's student debt forgiveness plan applies to Parent Plus loans. It will forgive between $10,000 and $20,000. That's the same in student loan debt for individuals making under $125,000 and couples making less than $250,000. Many of this publication's readers are asking if their loans are eligible for forgiveness, including those who took out Parent Plus loans. Direct Plus loans, often referred to as Parent Plus loans, are federal loans that parents of dependent undergraduate students can use to help pay for college or career school, the Department of Education says on its website. The Verify Publications team received several questions about Parent Plus loans, including whether parents and students are considered separate borrowers. That's a good point. And if parents who received Pell Grants are eligible for the extra $10,000 for forgiveness. And then these are the various sources. Let's see. These look like really great questions and answers. Do Parent Plus loans qualify for debt forgiveness? Yes. If they're held by the Department of Education, are eligible for debt forgiveness. Question 2, are parents and students considered separate borrowers? This is really interesting. Ooh, this says yes. Parents with a Direct Plus loan and students are each eligible for debt forgiveness, the Department of Education confirmed in email to this news source. And then someone else explained that parent loan borrowers would qualify for forgiveness based on their own income and loan, while their children would separately qualify based on the same factors. So that's good. And again, I do have what the heck happened here? I don't want to leave. I want to keep reading the article. There is a link in the description down below on how you can sign up for alerts on when you're eligible to sign up for these programs. Okay. Hi, Sugar Sprinkles. It's always lovely to see you in here. And for those of you just popping in, I went on an impromptu drive I'm in Mammoth right now, but I'm going to Yosemite in the morning. So that's why the background looks different. Oh, you're with your nephew, Vanessa, and you say hello. Hi. Debbie, Debbie and Sugar are saying hello. I love that you guys have also built community with each other in here. Yeah, I also hope you all have a good night. Andrew, different background. Yep. Actually, it's kind of hot where I am right now. So right now I'm in Mammoth. I'm on my way to Yosemite. I answered someone's Instagram that I follow about, does anybody have a car and live in Los Angeles? And I said yes. And they were like, hey, are you able to take me to Yosemite tomorrow? And I said yes. Sugar Sprinkles is reminding everybody to please smash that like button if you haven't. And Claude, I'm just going to keep calling you Claude. Are you able, there's a link in the video description where you can actually sign up for when the application to identify yourself as being potentially eligible for student loan forgiveness becomes available. So let me check that link on my own video. Hold on one second. That is going to be, it's going to be studentaid.gov. So that's what you're going to want to do. Yeah. So that's the article that you guys are going to want to read. Oh, and my friend right now, by the way, that I drove up here, so I shared with you guys that part of the reason why I wanted to do this and agreed to take him up here is because I need to learn how to be a little bit like more dedicated in my life. Like you guys know, I was like, I'm going to wake up at 6 a.m. and I'm going to journal and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And the waking up part didn't go very good. The exercising is going good. But my friend is like, I've exercised every day for the last 3 years for an hour. And so he actually is off like using the gym to exercise. And guys, I know that sometimes you guys want to know these things. This is just a platonic friend that I met. He's like way younger. He's 22. So not dating material for anybody that is wondering. Because I know you're all riveted to know that. But yeah, so just actually we've become friends on this trip because prior to this, he was just some random guy on YouTube, as they like to say. Okay. 123 Kobe says low income people have a disadvantage because they don't have anywhere to apply the tax credit for EVs. I will say that, but I will also say that I know personally in my life plenty of low income people that buy really expensive cars and that are kind of like outside of their budget. And like $24,000 for a brand new car. Yes, it's a lot of money. Yes, buying a used car is likely the more financially sound choice to make. But like if you are planning on getting a new car, or for a lot of people, so the Nissan Leaf is the cheapest electric vehicle available. And after the rebates, but including tax and everything, so you're out the door price for a Nissan Leaf should be around $24,000. I know a lot of people even with incomes higher than mine, and their car payment was like $800 a month. And to me, that's just way too much money. Like I would never buy a car that had an $800 a month car payment. That's just not in my budget. And I don't think it should be in most people's budget. That's just my opinion. But this car if you financed a brand new Nissan Leaf EV, you get that $7,500 electric vehicle rebate and you finance it through a credit union. I looked at First Entertainment Credit Union. You guys know that I like them and I recommend them. So if you get your loan through them and you put about $2,000 down, then your monthly payment on that car would be just under $400. So, that is not in the budget for a lot of people either, but it's better. Like, I know so many people who drive BMWs. One of my old coworkers, they were my employee. They were just the guy selling you popcorn. He drove a Lexus with custom license plates. You know who you are if you are watching this video. And that's just not really a smart financial choice, in my opinion. Oh, well, Alex, it kind of is a random person. So the person that I'm on this road trip with, I never talked to him really before. Somebody I follow on Instagram. The reason why I trust him is he's been on the Graham Stephan show. So I won't say who it is. It is a gentleman. He's 22. He has a pretty big YouTube channel. He makes videos similar to Mr. Beast. But like my friends are like, "You're going with a stranger up into the mountains?" Yes, but I mean, keep in mind that everybody on YouTube is a public figure. And so, like, if they do anything shady, like, that would literally end their YouTube career. So they're not going to do that. And I don't even know Graham Stephan personally. I was a member of his mentorship. And so, like, he would do Zooms like this. And sometimes like we could hear his voice and he could hear our voice. And if we turned our camera on, he could see us on Zoom, and we could see him on Zoom. But I mean, and like Graham Stephan gives me and everybody on YouTube like good financial advice. But even, oh my goodness.
Find affordable health
We don't want to
insurance
find
plans.
affordable. We got to close this because it's playing a song. So Graham Stephan, I think of him as a friend, but like we've never hung out. Same with this person, but except I had never talked to this person before, but we're friends on YouTube and I trust him like not to do anything crazy. Also, I do have a friend back home and like one time I was going on another weird trip and she was like, "Share your location." I never stopped sharing my location. So I told her, "Hey, I'm going on this trip. Pay attention to sharing the location." But he's been really nice and he's paying for my gas up. He's going to pay for my return gas back home. He's paying for the accommodations tonight. So, and like separate beds and everything. So that's me. The girl that I like an adventure. I like to take a trip. Also, I'm not working. It takes my mind off things. Joel says, people who buy nice cars but can't really afford them just want to flex. It's an ego thing. Kind of sad. Yeah, I mean, like, really, guys, a car. Okay, my friend that I'm driving up here today, he was like, "How much would a car like this cost used?" And you guys know, I've recently looked because I was like, maybe I don't need a car in LA. And like when my last car broke down, I actually did think about trying to ride my bike everywhere. And it would be possible. It would take a longer time. And you guys have heard me say that I don't exactly live in the safest neighborhood around. So my glasses are weird. These are the ones that are supposed to be bifocals, but they don't work very well. They're good. They were good for driving. Anyway, there's no air conditioning where I am. So it is hot today. But yeah, like, so he was like, "How much would your car cost used?" And I had recently looked, and even my car used would be about $10,000. But my car is pretty good on gas. We had to fill up one time on the way here, and it was about $50. But that's pretty manageable, I think. It gets good gas mileage. But to me, I had another coworker, but she was actually my boss, and she had one of those $800 car payments. And she's like, "Shelly, I just want to be comfortable in my car." But I don't know what they make car seats out of, but like my car seat is like the comfiest seat ever. I can drive for hours. And really, you just need something reliable to get you from point A to point B. You know, if you buy a used car, or if the car that you have is breaking down, if you're putting a lot of maintenance in it, it might not be worth it. But so even my car, which is used, would sell to someone else for about $10,000. You can put the two big things that go out on cars are the motor and the transmission. And I guess in an electric vehicle, like whatever the hybrid battery thing is, but you can replace the motor and the transmission for under $10,000. So if you have like a good mechanic, or if you can find a good mechanic, you can get your old car totally replaced for less than a new car, which is probably a better choice. 123 Kobe says, but if you're self-employed and don't pay taxes, you can't use the tax credit. So I suppose that would be true, but for me, and I don't know where I consider my income. I will say that I live paycheck to paycheck. A lot of that for me though is by choice, because I'm trying to invest as much of my money as I can, or put my money in a savings account. And once it's in a savings account, I don't think about it as money that I have access to. And even last year, when I ended up owing $15,000 in taxes from all the money that I made from YouTube, and I'm very grateful for that. I'm not complaining. Like, that's how much I owed in taxes. I knew that that was coming. If I would have bought an electric car that year, that would have, lowered the amount of taxes that I needed to pay on that. And this seems like a good point to mention, that if you're self-employed, if you get income of more than $400, you do need to report that on your taxes. Okay. Ben says, you drive a nicer car than me, so I'm better, or I drive, he's not saying this to me. Ben's saying, this is the mentality. I drive a nicer car than you, so I'm better than you. Why do some people need to flex like that? I know a couple of them myself. I don't know. And that's why they say, and I'm going to say, don't try and keep up with the Joneses, right? You just need your car to get you from point A to point B, a reliable car. Hey guys, I see there's 35 of you in here. And if you would take a moment and like the video or leave a comment after the video plays, that would be amazing. I love to talk about anything finance, making smart money choices. Like, I'm not a financial advisor or anything. So these are all just my opinions. We can talk about, I'll just tell you, the stimulus here in California isn't going to start going out until October. We can talk about student loan, debt forgiveness, any of those topics that you guys want to talk about. Or we can just talk about how I'm randomly in Mammoth taking some other YouTuber up to Yosemite. It's really whatever you guys want. What if he comes back with some wine and some form of fine dining? No, he's like working out. He's left, also, by the way, he's left like his wallet and all his belongings here. He took the hotel room key. So he's not trying to wine and dine me. And plus he's 22. So even if he was, I'd be like, what? I'd be like, no. But I hope we're going to go grab dinner, and he better be paying for that too. Okay. Josie says, good evening. Just dropped in to say hello. It's always nice to see you. Hi, Scotty. How are you? It's 95 degrees in the San Francisco Bay. Hope I'm staying cool. So I'm actually in Mammoth right now. I'm taking a road trip, and I'm sitting in front of this faux fireplace. I wanted to try and light it for like YouTube ambiance, but then I couldn't. And this lovely empty bookshelf here. Oh, there's some books over here. They should put these in the bookshelf. Summer Adventure Guide. And there's this big book that won't fit in there. The Tracks of Passion. The heck is this? Tracks of Passion. I've never been in Mammoth before either, you guys. There's a Mammoth magazine. That's the end of my literature. What's this? Dave McCoy. I don't know who that is. Anyway, this one book is heavy. Maybe we'll look at that in a minute. BK says, hello, beautiful. So glad to see me. Well, nice to see you too. Thanks for calling me beautiful. Live Your Life says, I'm not buying another car unless it's cash. I think that's also a really smart decision. I will say one thing: if you need a new car, right? And this is something that it really took me a long time. I've always saved my money in my 401k. I've always tried to make smart financial decisions, not always. When I was younger, I wanted to travel and I put some travel on credit cards that I probably shouldn't have. I probably paid more interest than I should have. But I'm really starting to understand the concept of inflation, right? So if you hypothetically need a new car and you finance it, and the finance rate, like it often is at credit unions, some of the credit unions are still below 3% interest. And guys, if any of you watching have a big car payment and you're paying more than 3% interest, I do recommend calling a credit union. I like First Entertainment Credit Union. You don't have to be working in the entertainment industry to use their services. You can usually qualify for a lower interest rate on your car. So if you're paying more than 3%, I would recommend seeing about refinancing your auto loan to get a lower payment. And he's not in here tonight, but one of my viewers, Prince Ali, took that advice. I don't think you exercised for a full hour. My friend is back, so I might end this live in a second.
Say hi to them.
You'll say hi to them? All right. Well, come on down. Yeah, put a shirt on. It's not that kind of channel. Seagull, I haven't seen you in a while. You have a neighbor who has a really nice car, 2009 Lexus, an LS 460, and he never drives it. They're all very concerned that I picked up a random person. So this is Phidias.
Hello, guys.
Hi.
How many people will have here?
Not like 37.
Oh my God. Hello. That's a lot of people. Hello.
Yeah, it's not bad.
There is not a lot of room to fit you all in our room. So hello, guys. I'm Phidias. I'm a YouTuber. And yeah, we came here. You told them the story.
I did,
right?
yeah.
And yeah, tomorrow morning I will make a video. I spent 7 days alone in the forest.
I didn't tell them what your video was because I didn't know if that was a secret.
No, fuck the secret.
So we don't say the F word on it, but it's okay because probably most people, because I've been live for 36 minutes, so most people aren't going to make it to this point in the video, so it's probably okay.
But we have people watching us right now. Which really
they heard the F word, but I think that most of them are not going to be offended. That we're talking about cars and people who shouldn't buy like expensive cars. And we're also just kind of babbling. We were talking about student loan debt forgiveness. Would I recommend a Nissan Leaf? They do have good ratings. So, there's like a electric vehicle credit that our government's going to give out that Biden passed in his tax plan. I don't know what Phidias knows about finance or not.
I know nothing.
His channel is like, he likes to do extreme challenges, like kind of like Mr. Beast, but different. Because you're
trying to be different
because you're able to do the challenges longer.
That's how I try. So I make a lot of money on YouTube, but I made because this is a financial channel, I made like probably $500,000 on YouTube the last 1 year.
And that's why I got to hang out with people so that I can learn how to make $500,000 in 1 year. But
I have $40,000 in debt. So it's like I need good financial advice because I'm 22 years old and I don't know how to manage all this money and stuff.
It's no good. Don't buy a fancy car. But he was asking me on the way up about buying how much a used car like mine would cost. I don't understand people that buy expensive cars either, and that's what most of these people are saying, that they do it just to flex. So Rocky,
but you were saying as well that you want a Tesla. So
I do want a Tesla. They know that.
Hypocrite.
I know. Hypocrite. Only if I can afford it and only when this car dies. So Rocky, I don't ever want to personally recommend a car. I haven't ever driven a Nissan Leaf. But what I do recommend is looking at Kelley Blue Book, which their website is kbb.com. And that'll give you like the reviews. It'll give you like the crash ratings. It'll tell you like what other people think of the car. So, and I did look on that when we were researching before, and people did like that. Okay, we got to see. Can we reapply for Life program? Again, just finished with my 90 days. Do I have any info? So the Life program is a way to ride like public transport. Phidias also lives in Los Angeles County. So you can ride public transport for free in Los Angeles if you sign up for the Life program. Probably not if you make $500,000.
Anyways, go everywhere for free. Nobody checks in the trains, in the bus.
Okay,
So-
that's not good advice. So, okay, look, BK, this is my advice for you. I think it's only once within 90 days, but find a friend, find a parent. Like, for example, my mom doesn't take public transport. So if your mom or your brother or your friend, get them to sign up and then you use their benefit. That would probably be how I would recommend that. Mickey says, questions about IRS tax refunds. You had to file a paper because your social security number was used by fraud
Oh my
electronics.
God, this is cool. I will do that on my channel.
This is
it's
stream.
fun.
Yeah, this is a different. He's talking about how I'm doing like the StreamYard app, which I learned about from Meet Kevin. Oh, look, and somebody BK donated. Coffee on the house. Why, thank you. So if you went live on your channel, people can donate. You're familiar with the concept of going live, right?
Yeah, I saw people, but this looks cool. I mean, to spend
to put the comment on the screen.
Yeah, and everything looks cool.
Yeah,
anyway,
it builds community. Like most of these people are regular. So Rocky, I really started noticing his comments like a couple months ago, but this person, I don't say his name on screen because it's too naughty, but I know his real name. So Ben, you're kind of like Phidias. Like, I don't know you in real life, but like we talk. So like if you needed a ride and I was local and available, like I would totally give you a ride if you paid the gas. Cabin tour, you bet it's cool. Yeah, we can do that in a second. It is junky in here. Let me see if anybody else has any finance questions, and then we'll do a cabin tour. And then I'll probably hop off since my friend did not work out for a full hour, I don't think. Did you work out for a full hour?
It was 40 minutes.
That's not a full hour. What happened to your discipline? You're going to have to, he's got to do some sit-ups right now. But BK, thank you very much for that donation. And yeah, I would get a friend or family member to apply for it, and then just because it's not going to have your name on the card for the Life program, right? It's just like the regular bus card. Or I guess you can do it the way Phidias does and just get on and not pay. But I'm not recommending that.
I'm going to the toilet. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate hanging out with you. I love you and have a great day.
See, he's really positive too, which is also something, that's the kind of energy that I needed to be around. Because I found out that part of the reason why I didn't get that other job that I wanted is because they thought I was too negative. I think I was just having an off day, but you can't say that. Okay. So back to Mickey's question. You can't get any help from anyone about info. Do I know of any special connections to contact? I don't, unless I don't have their number linked anymore, but Claimer, and I do have a referral code. I'll drop that as a comment after this video. You can use their services to call the IRS, because just like unemployment benefits were hard to get through, the IRS is hard to contact, but I think Claimer's charging, even with the discount code, they'll still call the EDD for you. They'll call the tax people for you. But even with my discount code, it's still $19.99 now, and that's kind of expensive. I've heard that the paper refunds, they're still delayed, like they were really behind this tax season. But if you tell me, are you just wondering where your refund is, or is there a different issue that you're having? I'll look into that. Hi, Andrew. Okay. All right. Vanessa also wants to see the tour of the entire cabin. Is it big? It's a really nice room, and it's very woodsy. So we're going to do a tour in a second, but we're going to have to wait for Phidias to get out of the bathroom if you guys want to see that. And Mickey says, please for the cabin tour, or please on the IRS information. So are you just Mickey, are you just waiting for your refund? Okay. Anyway, we'll do the cabin tour. Ooh, all right. I'm too old. So here's another thing, guys. I don't know how good the lighting's going to be on this cabin tour, because there's two lamps sitting in front of me. So I just kind of know now where to sit to get good lighting on the YouTube videos. So I was sitting on the floor, so I'm going to have to stand up, but yeah, here we go. Because I got my laptop. Okay. So let me move out of the way. Here is a fake fireplace. Well, I think it's fake or electronic fireplace, I guess, which looks really cool. We actually just checked in not that long ago. I think one of the coolest things is there's this This is an actual patio. Like, I don't know where you get an actual patio anymore. It's dark out here, and I feel like you shouldn't be loud. But this is the patio, pitch blackness, which is kind of cool. There's no air condition. Oh, can you see this? That's into the hotel room. And there's a box fan in the window because there's no air conditioning, and they said it's hot. I should leave this door open. There's also signs everywhere about bears. Let me see if I can sit this somewhere so that you can see. Okay. Can you guys see that? That's the living room. Our crap's everywhere. That's Phidias's stuff over there. That's the couch. There's the 2 lamps that I was using for lighting. Let's see if we can get a different angle of that. It's very rustic, which is super cute. Okay, let's see. There's another view of the living room, and there's like another chair. Okay, Mickey, you were hospitalized and your identification was stolen. I'm so sorry about that. That is really terrible. Let me know what other information you need besides your to find out. Oh, this is actually really good lighting right here. I should have just streamed standing up. Have you gotten the identity portion sorted out? When you filed your paper tax return, does that have like your most recent address on it? Okay, we're going to carry on with the cabin tour. Okay. Kitchen table. You can see a little bit of the kitchen. I got to learn how to do this kind of video better. Let's see what else we got. Oh, it's a TV. This is like a pretty small TV. I don't know if you guys can tell. It's a pretty small TV in the grand scheme of things. Also, I used Hotels Tonight to find this deal because you guys know I don't want to pay full price. BK, you feel bad for not tapping. Much labor put into Metro, but smart insight, as I know many who don't use tap. And by the way, they check now, especially at Union, so people be aware of it. Thank you again and again. You are very, very welcome. No, Mickey, I don't want you to feel like you're too busy, but leave, you know how on the comments after the video, you can leave more information. Do that. And then I can try and help you a little bit more in detail. There's a full little kitchen, which is kind of cool. And it says slopes because I'm in Mammoth and that's a ski town. Phidias is still in the bathroom, so you guys can't go in there. And then now it's probably noisy, but this is the bedroom. And the couch pulls out into a sofa bed, so one of us will be sleeping there. Also, are those like snowshoes on the back? I don't know if those are usable snowshoes. Okay, so now you guys have had the cabin tour. Yeah, BK, I'm with you. I think you should get a tap card, but I wouldn't feel too bad about like having a friend get one and then using theirs. Like, that's a happy middle ground, maybe. Yeah, Mickey, leave me a detailed comment on the video. I'm going to go ahead and end the video now. I'm going to check in with my friend. Hopefully we're going to grab a little bit of dinner. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching Shelly's Millions. I hope you enjoyed the cabin tour. Oh, everything's all like wood here. And so it's really cool. Also, now I'm sitting right next to the box fan, so it's pretty loud. All right, have a great night, you guys. Thanks so much for joining. I will look more into the student loan debt forgiveness for parents. And Mickey, leave me a longer comment like right after I end this under the video, and I'll try and get you as much information as I can. All right, you guys have a great night. Stay cool. And I'll see you next Sunday at 11 a.m. All right, bye.